Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Thompson and I'm Deca's National President for this year, and welcome to our first ever Google Hangout. The topic of this Hangout tonight is how to make your Deca month a success. Now, in the past we've had Deca Week, which has been completely dedicated to Deca. However, this month things have changed. So this year it's all about November being Deca month. So we have some awesome people here sharing their awesome ideas on how you can use to implement in your chapters. Now, this Hangout might be a little long to watch all in one sitting, so we're going to put it on the YouTube and Facebook page so you guys can watch later if you'd like, and watch parts that are most important to you. So without further ado, let me introduce the Deca members who will be sharing their awesome Deca month tips and ideas. First of all, we have Christopher Young, who is our high school director of Deca at Deca Inc. He's going to be sharing with you some different things about the campaigns and how you can get recognition for your chapter. Next, we'll be hearing from Stefan Alcorn, who is the Kansas Deca president. He's going to tell you how you can recruit some members to your chapter this year. Manish Apte is a chapter president from Fargo Davies in North Dakota, and he'll be sharing some ideas about how you can promote Deca around your school and community. Diane Kaur is the vice president of civic consciousness for California Deca, so she really specializes in community service and is going to give you some great ideas for your chapter. Kara Hartwig is from Missouri, and she's going to be telling you about The Movement, our organization-wide project to support MDA. And then we're going to wrap up talking about Global Entrepreneurship Week, as well as social media in your chapters. Now, when your chapters start to think about Deca Month and planning activities, you want to help grow membership, get members involved, and give back to the community. But with all that hard work you're doing, you're going to want to make sure you're getting the recognition you deserve. So Mr. Young is going to tell you about some campaigns and how you can get recognition for that.
Thanks, Morgan. We're very excited to be hosting 5 Deca campaigns this year, all centered around the chapter and how we can earn recognition for each of our chapters that participate in those. During the month of November, we'll be hosting 4 campaigns: our membership campaign, our community service campaign, a promotion campaign, and the Global Entrepreneurship Week campaign. Those are all started, and have many chapters have made their plans of how they're going to implement those and reach those goals for the next couple of months and make sure that they're in by November 30th. And then in February, we also have the advocacy campaign in conjunction with Career and Technical Education Month. But I want to give you a quick overview of those campaigns that will be taking place between now and November 30th. And I know that many of our expert panelists this evening will be visiting with you about different activities and ideas they have to engage in our chapter campaigns. Our membership campaign is pretty straightforward. We're looking at you to recruit student members, alumni, and professionals, and to earn recognition for the membership campaign. The complete details are available for all of these campaigns at www.deca.org/page/campaigns. You can download a flyer, and it talks about each of the requirements and the rewards for those as well. Our community service campaign challenges our Deca chapters to conduct one community service project that engages 75% or more of your chapter members, and also generates one form of publicity. So on that webpage, you'll be able to find out more details as well as some sample community service activities, and I know we're going to share some later in this Google Plus Hangout. Our promotion campaign centers around activities that your chapter can do during Deca Month to reach out to 3 different audience groups. One, we're looking at asking you to do activities within your school. One, we're looking for activities within your community. And finally, the third component of it asks for you to find successful alumni that are from Deca, either in your chapter or beyond, that might be living in your community, and profile them with success stories and a photo. And many of these highlights are going to appear on the all-new Deca Direct that is unveiling in November. So we're very excited about that and look forward to highlighting all of our chapters as well. And then the Global Entrepreneurship Week campaign actually is going to take place during one week in November called Global Entrepreneurship Week. And this campaign encourages Deca chapters to promote entrepreneurship-related activities to the school and community, as well as profile 3 Deca alumni who are entrepreneurs. So complete details can be found at deca.org/page/campaigns, as well as some reward structures. And you'll see that there's some pretty cool things for your chapter to be able to take advantage of, ranging from promotional items for your chapter, recognition, as well as some potential opportunities for you to attend the all-new Thrive Academy at the International Career Development Conference this year in Anaheim. As long as your state association or provincial association is in support of that, it's a great opportunity to recognize those high-performing chapters. So if you're looking for recognition for the work that more than likely your chapter's already doing, I really encourage you to take a look and see how you can participate in Deca's chapter campaigns. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Morgan to introduce the next segment in our Google Hangout.
Thank you. So that sounds super awesome. And for so many of those things, your chapters are already doing those activities, so you might as well get the recognition. So make sure you go to the website that he talked about and look at that. Next, we're going to have Stefan talk about some creative ways that you can recruit members to your chapter. So over to you, Stefan. Stefan, make sure can you turn your mic on? Sorry. All right. Try again. All right. Try again. Maybe unplug your earpiece. Let's see. Okay. All right, well for now, let's go on, and Manish can tell us a little bit about ways that you can promote Deca in your chapter, and we'll go back to the membership ideas in just a little bit.
Yeah, all right. Like Morgan said, my name is Manish. I'm from North Dakota Deca. I'm here to give you guys some promotion ideas for your chapter to use during your Deca month experience. So here's what I came up with. First, you guys could plan on a week to decide spirit days for your entire school to participate in. You could maybe have Monday be like twin day, Tuesday be professional dress day, and so forth. Also, it might be really fun for you to include a Flash the Deca Diamond Day. We do this at my school. Basically what that day means is that students of your school would flash the Deca Diamond to any Deca member and get candy for doing so. So, of course, people love free food, and this would be a great idea to spread Deca throughout your school. Make sure to promote this well if you do it, using school announcements, Facebook, Twitter, those sorts of things, so that everyone in your school knows what's going on. Second, you guys could have your chapter volunteer at a retirement home or something like that. You could even make it a Deca social. First going to volunteer at whichever place your chapter decides on, and then meeting up at like a fun restaurant and spending time with your fellow Decans. DECA members. This way you can get the word out about DECA, give back to your community, and have a whole lot of fun while doing it. Third, you guys could go to elementary and middle schools to talk to the incoming students about DECA. Maybe you could go during their homeroom period or set up a booth during lunch. You could set up some fun interactive games like maybe that spin the wheel for a prize sort of thing, and by doing so help plant the seed for those little kids to join DECA when they're in high school. Fourth, if you haven't already done this, you can make things official in your community by getting a local or state proclamation claiming a week in the month as DECA Week, or even the entire month as DECA Month. This would send a really professional message to your community about DECA. The DECA website even has a template that you could use for the proclamation if you go under the tabs on the website. So all of these things I think would really help get the word out about DECA. So I hope you're all excited, as excited about this as I am.
Thanks, Manish. Those are some really awesome ideas. And I remember I saw something last year that I thought was really cool. So I'm just going to share that quick. One of the chapters I saw on Facebook put DECA facts in chalk all around leading up to their school's entrance to promote what DECA is to all their students in their school. So I thought that was kind of cool. Another thing we want to touch on is when you're doing these awesome ideas, post them on the Facebook page, tagging DECA Inc., or put them up on Twitter doing hashtag DECA month so all the DECA members can see what you're doing and we can promote them, like Mr. Young said, in the pages of DECA Direct. Next, Diane is going to talk about some community service and something that DECA is really great at. So, Diane, go ahead.
Hey DECA, my name is Diane Kaur and I'm the Vice President of Civic Consciousness for California DECA. So a lot of people join DECA and they wonder, why do service? I mean, what does business have to do with community service? You might be thinking that too, but I think that doing these community service projects is something that DECA highlights really well, and it also highlights DECA. You get to promote DECA, practice your skills like promotion, marketing, project planning, and goal setting. You get to bond with your chapter, all while helping the community. So it's a really great opportunity that I hope that all of your chapters will be involved in this year. DECA Month is a great time to support your state association or National DECA by supporting their projects, like how my state does Make-A-Wish and National DECA does MDA. So you can either support one of those projects, or like Manish said, you could also go do something in your community that promotes your chapter but also is a civic consciousness activity. Some tips that I have for you all that are you can combine your promotion campaign with your community service campaign and kind of get a two-in-one experience. You can talk about DECA in your school, in your community, all while promoting a cause. Also, community service can be divided into several different types. You can do advocacy work where you're talking about an organization. You could do volunteering where you're actually going out and putting the man-hours in with your chapter. Or you could do fundraising where you have an event or you host something where you're bringing in funds for an organization. These are all great ways to do community service. Also, get creative. The great part about DECA is that all of you guys have the skills to be able to create a great project. So if you all have the opportunity, plan your own project. Don't just go to the food bank with everyone else. You can create a project of your own. And last but not least, don't forget to promote, because not only is that one of the criteria for the DECA Month project, but it's also a great way to get your members involved.
Thanks, Diane. That is so awesome. And once DECA Month starts coming around, watch in late October and early November from different resources from your national officers for ideas for different promotional ideas, membership recruitment ideas, and community service, because those will be great resources for you to help you out. Next, Kara is going to talk to you guys about the movement. Now, the movement was a new project last year, and it was all about raising the bar for MDA. And Kara's going to tell you a little bit about why she got involved, why her State Association of Missouri got involved, and why they were so successful. Go ahead.
Thanks, Morgan. Like she said, my name's Kara Hartwig, and I was the 2011-2012 Missouri DECA State Reporter, and the movement is a huge passion of mine. As Morgan said, it's a nationwide campaign to try and raise the bar in terms of what we as students can do in terms of helping out the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And so last year, whenever the national officer team presented this idea to Missouri DECA, we jumped on it. We were so excited because MDA has always been a passion of Missouri DECA. We always love supporting them. And so the first step to getting involved with the movement is getting your chapters involved. And for those of you that are new to the movement or don't really know how it works, is that chapters pledge to raise money for MDA, and it's just a kind of a goal set that you try and reach by the end of the year. And this year, they have made it so easy for you guys to join this incredible movement. All you have to do is go to www.ourmovement, abbreviated mvmt.com/join, and all you have to do is enter in your chapter's information, and you're signed right up. And so you may be thinking, well, I've never fundraised for MDA before, so I don't really know how to get started, and maybe you're a smaller chapter or you're a larger chapter, and you don't really know how to do it. Well, the great thing about this is every chapter has an ability to get involved. There are so many ideas. Like Diane said, get creative with your ideas, whether it be, you know, through doing a bake sale, selling the shamrocks that you may see around the store. Anything helps to reach this goal. And one of the ways that Missouri was so successful last year was, again, getting those chapters involved. We had over 30 chapters that pledged to join the movement, and that was amazing. And some of them were really small chapters, some were really large. They all had great ideas on how to make the movement a success, and they all brought different things to the table. And so another step to making that success is for the state officers that may be watching is to keep in contact with your chapters that are doing the movement and see how they're doing and give them tips and ideas, because they may be new to this and they may not know how to get started. So really help them out and open the door for them and show them what sort of things that they can happen and kind of track their project progress. And if they have any questions along the way, try and help them out. And for those chapters, again, that don't really know how to get started, one of the things I encourage you to do is get involved with your local MDA office. They will be an amazing resource for you. They can offer you tips and ideas of what they think will work best for you in terms of fundraising and give you so many resources on how to make that happen and really be one of your advocates along the way and help you out. So I really encourage you doing that. Again, last year, Missouri Deca was so passionate, and I hope that continues around the nation this year, because the movement is such an amazing idea and concept. And just think of if every single Deca chapter joined the movement and just did something small for MDA. Imagine the difference that we could make in the lives of those affected by muscular dystrophy. So I really encourage you to check out that website, and don't hesitate to ask any questions by any of us on here, me or Morgan, or even your local state officers. And again, contact your MDA office. They can help you out and get involved in the movement.
Thanks, Kara. And she makes a really awesome point. This year, it's so easy to get involved. You just go to www.ourmovmt.com/join, and you just fill out your chapter advisor information, your information, and you're all ready to go. And like she said, if everyone gets involved in this, think about how huge of an organization-wide project that can be and such the positive light it could spread on Deca. So we're super excited about that. We really want to get a lot of people on board, and like she said, if you have any questions, you can contact any of the national officers or your own association officers. Stefan, are you ready to give us some membership ideas?
Can you hear me, Morgan?
A little bit. You're a little fuzzy.
All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now?
Not as much. Keep trying.
All right. I'm so sorry about this. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit. You can go ahead. I can't hear you. Well, what was that? I still can't hear you. Are you unmuted? There we go. Well, all right, we're going to go over to Andrew, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about Global Entrepreneurship Week. Andrew, are you ready to go?
Wow, thank you, Morgan. I actually thought that I'll be missing this.
I'm glad you could make it.
Yeah, just according to Google now, I'm 26, so let's leave it at that. So, okay, so to start off, Global Entrepreneurship Week. It's a very exciting event that takes place again during November, the Deca month. And I really want to emphasize the fact that, again, in order to make this event so successful, planning is so important. I really have to stress this into all the organization that I work with. But again, it's very important that all the association officers, as well as the chapter officers, and even the general members and just participants of this event really have a same collective mindset towards the same goal, right? In order to do so, I think that, again, it's very important to keep communication between each other. Again, another very great idea is, again, like this Google Hangout event. I really think, well, when I was watching this before, as again, people can really take in new great ideas, brainstorm great ideas with people around them, and it's great. Another fact is that, again, Global Entrepreneurship Week isn't really about dollars and cents. It's about inspiration and making impact. The fact that DECA students participate in DECA, again, in order to gain business knowledge, but not also just gain business knowledge, but to, again, like just implement it and, just learn to actually apply these knowledge into real use is really defines them as an entrepreneur. And again, these people are so motivated that these DECA members are willing to take in from other people. Again, that's where a lot of important network comes in. DECA is, again, all about network. So again, utilize as much as network as you can, alumni members, as well as advisors, and even first-time members, just to take in how they were inspired, right? That's the most important thing about this Global Entrepreneurship Week event. So one thing that I really want to promote is hosting a conference, not a very big one like necessarily like the Western Region Conference or the Central Region Conference, but again, like just a conference where DECA alumni can really give back to the community and the DECA members about their experiences, how it affected their lives, and that's how people can get one-on-one connection and really get inspired and motivated to be an entrepreneur. Another thing I really want to just promote is DECA Ontario's new idea this year. It's something called the Decamonials. Again, Morgan really participated in it. It was great. So what people do is, again, just make a quick video talking about how DECA really impacted their lives. Again, this is really good in the sense that people see the I think more like a social human side of DECA members. When you look at DECA members in conferences, you see, wow, these fancy people, they're so businessy and so spiffy. But when you look at these people wearing T-shirts, talk about how DECA really affected them personally, that's something really people take in. So again, that's pretty much all I have for Global Entrepreneurship Week. Anything to add, Morgan?
Actually, I think Chris Young is going to add a little bit more about Global Entrepreneurship Week and the part that you have to sign up online to participate in this. That's something different besides the other campaigns. So go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. That's a really good point to bring up. In order to earn recognition in the Global Entrepreneurship Week campaign, you do have to become a partner with Global Entrepreneurship Week. And it's very simple. You just go to gewusa.org. You can click on their partner page and sign up to actually become an official Global Entrepreneurship Week partner. And keep in mind that all your events for Global Entrepreneurship Week have to take place during that week to earn recognition with the DECA Global Entrepreneurship Week campaign. That's a very important component of that. And I also want to share with you a new exciting opportunity for Global Entrepreneurship Week called the DECA Idea Challenge. It's a brand new opportunity for DECA members and even other people that aren't in DECA to be involved with this year. We'll be unveiling a mystery item in November, and DECA chapters and anyone else who wants to participate in the Idea Challenge will have about a week to put together a video to post on YouTube to show value created using that mystery item. So I'd encourage you to check it out. That'll be on our website. If you go to deca.org right now, you can click on one of our rotating features on the front page, and it'll take you to more information about that. It's a great opportunity if you're looking at doing an activity with middle school students or even in your community for them to get involved with it. So take a look at that, and we encourage you to participate because there will be some cool awards with that as well.
Awesome, thanks. And that sounds like so much fun. Global Entrepreneurship Week was something I never really heard about until I started getting involved in DECA, and it's a really cool opportunity that we have to participate in during DECA month, so be sure to check out that information. We're going to try to go over to Stefan one more time, see if we work, and if not, we're going to talk a little bit about social media and then wrap up. All right, Stefan. Oh, shoot. I don't know if it's working. So I think we're just going to go over to social media and we'll feature his comments in our Facebook and on YouTube so we make sure that we get his word in and that you guys can get your ideas about membership recruitment because that's something that is really important. I just want to wrap up a little bit talking about social media. Brenna Mulholland is kind of our social media expert and she wasn't able to join our hangout tonight, but I know she had some awesome comments. And some of the things she wanted to say was if you have a chapter page on Facebook or Twitter, that's a really awesome way to promote your chapter and what you're doing to a bunch of Deca members and share ideas. Also posting on the Deca Inc. Facebook, Twitter, and now you can follow us on Instagram, which is pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that. So make sure you tag Deca Inc. in all your postings and ideas, as well as hashtag Deca and hashtag Deca Month on Twitter and Instagram. I just want to close with thanking everyone for participating, those of you who have tuned in, those of you who participated on our panel. It was awesome. You guys gave such awesome ideas. If you want to be a part of our next Google Hangout, which will probably be in the next month or so, you can contact me at decamorganthompson@gmail.com, or if you have other ideas about how to make Deca Month a success. Make sure you get involved in your chapter, plan, promote, and make this Deca Month the best it can be. Thank you so much, and have a good night.